I'm getting bigger. I'm at 335 subscribers now.
Hello to all 300 people.
It's kind of crazy. In a week, I can get like 50 to 100 subscribers if I post shorts every day. The problem is I don't have enough content to post shorts every day. I'm actually going to have to start posting tutorials soon.
Hey, do what you gotta do. Do the Q&A.
Most of my subscribers watch for shorts. They don't really stay for the content yet.
Do it. I have a YouTube channel with 300 subscribers. Ask me anything.
Yeah. 2 guys in the chat.
Q&A, talking to each other, not even asking questions.
Alright, here we go.
This is peaceful.
The company we say.
The beat cop sits in her empty Interceptor. The partner she worked with for the last 4 years no longer sits in his usual spot next to her, his head blown out by some fucking door pit. The last few years had been rough, a rough spiral for her, killing more street trash than she apprehended. He was her 5th partner. She tried to help them all, but they always were too idealistic and refused to see what the streets were really like. She truly tried to make them see it. She held her badge in her hand, holding the once revered object, but now it's full of bad memories, horror, and frustration. Many days after flatlining thugs and rapists, she would feel like a driver who had no control. Some days were worse, where she was on autopilot, refusing to ask questions before emptying lead into the scum of Night City. This morning was worse. The numbness and jaded attitude she usually had barely holding up. She'd been chasing a lead on a child trafficker by the name of Touchy. She thought she'd found him. Damn, this is getting louder. She thought she'd found him, but he was long gone and left many mangled corpses in his wake, successfully escaping. She found out that her own station had been protecting him and sent him to a safe place. Staring back down at the badge, she read her name out. It felt so far away in her mind. Candyce Allshouse. She wasn't that person anymore. That young cop wasn't her anymore. She snaps back to the world as another round goes through her windshield, striking her arm. She remembered that she had driven her cruiser into a building of the horrifying place. It was where the Night City had held some of the worst protected criminals, the rapists and murderers with family money protecting them, those who were studied by the corpse and those who the government deemed worthy to keep alive. The state or the corpse would provide them with certain activities periodically, some homeless children, perhaps some recovering druggies. Finding out was finally what pushed her over the edge. After a while, she ran out of ammo, but she kept going, her broken hands still being shoved through flesh. The whole time she kept count. It is said for many reports that were revealed through anonymous hacking that Miss Allshouse killed 1,253 criminals. Her body was presumed destroyed at the scene, but over 200 more criminals were in the facility by the time she was finished. The effects of this rampage rippled out over the next few years. Many cops, political officials, and corporate agents were killed or disgraced from this scandal. And finally, this aided in NCPD finding more funding for cyberpsychosis therapy for their officers. This also led to her becoming a cult patron saint for some of the less corrupt NCPD officers. Archived data shard 2754.3, Candyce Saint Allshouse. This is last day, updated 7 years ago. The morning after the races, the newish white quartz Archer taking up a little space in the alley parked near your shipping container. The familiar fast food smell lingering in the air, helping your alley smell less bad. You find out through the news and that the spot you had a gunfight at the previous day was a hideout for political radical groups, and there were some underground warehouse that worked on voting machines and software to manipulate them. Oh, my music's fucking up. Okay.
That beat was hard.
You overheard someone on the street say that their father was killed by the cyber psycho, torn limb from limb, and arranged on the ground to spell most of the word help. No new news has come about from that side of things. It's about 10 a.m. and your cred ships are only slightly fuller than they were before. Two of your companions who are out there trying to get food at the Glizzy Shack were apprehended by NCPD for questioning regarding the incident that happened yesterday.
Because it was a gladiator.
What do you do?
Snitches get stitches.
Get glizzied.
Oh, fuck, man. It's been like 6 hours since I had a glizzy.
Sorry for the sad opener, but not all these are happy legends.
I mean, I like that one. I like that one.
Can I listen to this on